He didn't look dangerous. Short, polite, a little hunched. Organic farming, meditation, poetry. But if you knew what he did, he was a chemist, a doctor, worked for an agency that still denies half its operations. Technical services officially, but his job wasn't about tools. He was given a mission: find a way to control the human mind. Break it, erase it, rewrite it. And he began. They gave him millions. No limits, no oversight, no laws. He tested hundreds of compounds, but one became his favorite: LSD. In 1951, no one even knew what it was. He turned it into a weapon. He spiked drinks, alcohol, coffee, water. In hospitals, barracks, psychiatric wards, people were given 10 doses in a row. They lost speech, memory, motor control. One government agent jumped out of a hotel window. His name was Frank Olson. Officially, an accident. In reality, the first casualty. He paid the mafia, set up brothels in San Francisco and New York. Behind a two-way mirror, an agent sat and watched. The men were drugged with LSD. He observed them unravel. It was called Operation Midnight Climax. The women were instructed how to seduce, how to push, how to break. Psychological traps on real people. He wanted to know how to destroy willpower. Then he went further. Students, artists, musicians. Through a front called the Human Ecology Fund, he sent LSD across America, under the cover of scientific research. You know some of those who participated. Ken Kesey, a student back then. After those experiments, he wrote One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Robert Hunter, future lyricist for Grateful Dead. Allen Ginsberg, the voice of the Beat Generation. He later said, "I realized my thoughts had been funded by the CIA." They never knew who was behind it. He watched them like ants under glass. He said, "We're not just changing people. We're launching a cultural mutation." He didn't just want to erase memory. He wanted to create a new human. Erase identity. Install a new one. Like a flash drive. He locked people in silence. For weeks. Gave them psychedelics. Deprived them of sleep. Played words on repeat for 20 hours a day. You remember nothing. You have no will. You obey. Some forgot who they were. Couldn't write. Didn't recognize their families. One woman, a mother of 3, started wetting the bed and calling for her own mom. At age 30, they called it psychic driving. But it didn't work. He could destroy, but he couldn't rebuild. His reports read, complete personality breakdown achieved. Behavioral programming unstable. In other words, he could turn you into a shell, but not a soldier. He did this for 22 years. From 1951 to 1973, the project was called MKUltra. He answered directly to the agency's director. He knew more than any scientist and cared less than any human. When the investigation began, he burned thousands of pages, destroyed everything. But 8 boxes survived by accident. They were found in the financial records. That's how the world learned the truth. He left, lived on a farm, planted herbs, drank green tea, wrote poems, meditated. No interviews, no confessions, no apologies. He died at 80, peacefully, quietly. He had a wife and children. None of them ever admitted what he was. He wasn't a madman. He believed he was a patriot. He had a mission, and he did whatever it took to achieve it. His name? Sidney Gottlieb, the man who tried to control the human mind and almost succeeded.